I really would have loved to have been in the room when they were naming this guy over at Disney and Pixar. I mean, obviously, they were coming up with all the dinosaurs. They were on a roll. They're like, yeah, we got the Tyrannosaurus Rex. We got the Westfalanapus. We got the Mechaterminatops. And we got to have a Pitty dinosaur because, I mean, Pitties are in every facet of the Cars world. So it just makes sense for them to be back in the Jurassic Age. And yeah, we're going to give it this like really, really cool saber-tooth look on their forks. It's going to be like two big saber-tooth teeth. And so what do we name it? Do we kind of mix like saber-tooth and Pitty into one? Do we do something kind of edgy like that? Like, or what, guys? And someone's just like, what if we just called it Pitstoposaurus? And everyone was like, well, that doesn't really sound too good. And they were like, that's kind of boring. That's just kind of lame, you know? And then he was like, wait. What if we called it Pitstoposaurus? And then everyone was like, you're a genius. You're a genius. We're naming it. That's it. Pitstoposaurus. It is. I don't know. It is kind of a lazy name to me. It feels a little weird. But on the other hand, it's also really funny. And I do kind of like it. So I don't know. I'm not really sure if it was lazy or it's genius. It's either one of the two. There is no in between for this guy. But yeah, guys, welcome back to another Mr. Docket review. Today we have none other than the dinosaur / Pitty carification, whatever you want to call it, that is named Pitstoposaurus. Man, I'm going to have to create an army of these because I can just imagine they seem like the squirrels of the Jurassic Age. I feel like there'd be a ton of them. Or the tractors. Well, I guess the Quadratorosaurs are kind of like the tractors since we saw in the episode there. But whatever. This guy came out of case J. I just unboxed that recently. I'll leave the link to it if you missed it in the description below and card suggestion pop-up. Definitely by far one of the best cases in years. And although Pitstoposaurus debuted in case G, which was 2 cases ago, that case is kind of MIA. It is being found at Walmart stores in the US and some stores in Europe, but the full case as a whole has not been for sale. So that is why I'm grateful that it made a second appearance in case J. And that is how I am here able to review it for you guys, because I have not found case G, and like I said, have not been able to buy it. People have been still asking me why I skipped 2 letters, and yeah, I really wish that was a conscious decision to skip 2 cases, but it was not. It was just how the cards were dealt. So yeah, I lost also the translation here. Pitstoposaurus. Is that like the French version of it? I don't know. But yeah, this guy looks awesome. I'm not sure if he's going to live up to the Westfalanapus, who I think is one of the best die casts in the last decade. Yeah, check out that review, by the way. Also linked in the description and card suggestion if you want me to go in the full-on detail why I think he's better than everything released since Steve Herschel, and maybe even better than Steve Herschel. But yeah, new for 2023, obviously. Haven't seen this guy on the pegs before. I do like the artwork for him, and they are just using some of the artwork that they put out on some, I think they did do like NFTs for these, or like some trading card type things that are digital, and that's how we got our first look at the artwork for this guy. Choking hazard, obviously, because of the rock tire that he comes with and possibly the forks that could break off as well. On the back here, you can see Rumbler Lightning McQueen, who was also originally in first in case G, but then reappeared in this case. Maypillar Giraffe, who was in case E and then in case J, so she's been around a bit. And of course, Westfalanapus, you know about him, brand new to case J. Gearston Marshall, he's been in a whole bunch of cases, starting with case B of this year. And then Kelly Beambright's here, the clown Volkswagen Bug, who is so far only available in case G. So I don't have that one. Yeah, I do not have her, unfortunately, just yet. But what I do have is Pitstoposaurus. So I will open him up and be right back. So unlike some of the other dinosaurs that are on display outside of the museum, Pitstoposaurus is actually only seen inside the park or inside the lobby there. And yeah, he looks pretty cool. Very happy that they decided to do this guy, just simply based on the fact that he's so unique and he's making us one step closer to having all the dinosaurs in the episode, which would be awesome. I do think mine has a little chip on his chin here, which I'm pretty disappointed about. Yeah, you can see it right there. I did think that he had like some whipped cream on his face, but that's a tooth. None other than a tooth. So I thought that was pretty funny. So yeah, all right, let's get into it. I'm going to show you guys his rock tires here. This is actually pretty nice. They are detailed on the top. You can see the kind of wear and tear and rust on it. But other than that, it's pretty much like a standard set of tires here. Although, whoopsies, it does almost kind of have the appearance of having that hole where you can, puncture the fork into it and then carry it around. Stupidly, but that's how they've worked. But they're actually just chips in the rocks. So there's a chip there and there's a chip there. It's kind of odd that they fall in the same spot when stacked. And same thing on the other side here, so that's a little interesting. And it's also kind of disappointing that there's no detailing on the underside. And yeah, I mean, everything looks, I don't know, it's kind of weird that the only detailing is on the top here. I feel like if anything, they should have done on the sides. I don't know, it just kind of looks strange to me. Still cool though, completely hollowed down the middle, which kind of makes sense because they're very primitive tires, so they don't have like the wheels and all that stuff, just kind of the outer edge. But I do want to compare it to another set of tires that you may be familiar with, just like the Dinoco set here, and you can see there is the hole. And let's see if you can still puncture it. It would be kind of fun, wouldn't it? A little fun. Let's see what we can do here. It seems like Pitstoposaurus's forks are too thick to really get a hold of these tires. So, interesting. How can he hold these? Can he hold them like this? A little scoop and score. Look at that. He can hold them pretty good because they're not going to fall off. I always struggle with making these types of pitties carry them because, yep, see, it just falls off the front because of, force and newtons and gravity. But you can really play around with this guy. Just drop it into his bread basket there. Look at that. He's like, yeah, this ain't going nowhere. I can drive all around and I'm not losing my rock tires. Just drop it in his bread box there. Look at that. That's pretty sweet. I do like that a lot. Let's see what he can also do with it. Can you go like this? Ho ho ho! Pitstoposaurus has got some capabilities here. Look at that. He could even drive a little bit with them like that. That's so cool. Can you get both forks through them? We're getting a little too goofy here. You can almost kind of bend both forks together to put them through the hole, but it doesn't stay. So yeah, there's the rock tire for you. I've been wondering a while what that would look like, and yeah, it looks pretty much like I thought it would. But yeah, this guy is awesome. I do like the expression. The tooth, it doesn't look like a tooth, honestly, but it is not painted on. It's a part of the main metal body, so they did a good job with that, I guess. They kind of make him look like he has a 5 o'clock shadow with the grime and dirt along the base of him here, alongside the mouth and everything, and the fenders. Now his tires are completely different than the ones he's carrying. They're much sandier and, I don't know, lighter. Don't really look like a rock to me. S12A means he was made during the 12th week at the A factory of 2023. Not too much metal on this guy. I do think the roof here, this part is metal. Everything else in blue is metal. This back bumper here, though, is plastic. I do kind of like how this is like an additional layer or cap on top of him. It does look almost like one of the Pitties from Mater Private Eye that have like those beanie hats on, if you guys are catching my drift a little bit. But overall, I just love the wear and tear on this guy. It looks so realistic. Like he's been out there in the wilderness, braving storms, braving sandstorms and whatever, wherever this guy's native to for years. Really nice. Really, really cool. I would like to get a few of these and kind of bunch them all up together. Plus, this one is a chip now, so wouldn't hurt to replace it. Yeah, just soak it in, guys. He looks awesome. He is most similar, in my opinion, to Maru. just in terms of color and overall Pitty shape, I guess. I don't know. Maru's much bigger from Plains Fire and Rescue. Like, Maru could just absolutely move this guy around. I don't know. They just kind of reminded me of each other. But now that I have them here, they really aren't that similar. The Disney Store Maru, maybe a little bit, with the welding mask on. I don't know. Maybe. Maybe not. One more Plains Pitty. We got Roybal from the first Plains movie. Pretty similar in size. Both got pretty large forks. And we have Laura Spinwell, another larger Pitty here for Jackson Storm. And it's the model for all the next-gen Pitties. Which is kind of lame, but not too surprised. It's funny, we started with like 3 different models for Pitties in Cars 1, and then we worked our way all the way down to one standard model. Here we have Sarah Coggs, one of the more recently released Pitties, obviously from Salt Flats or the Salt Fever episode of Cars on the Road. Again, similar in size. But no one compares to him in terms of his forks. I mean, his forks are ginormous. Look how long they come out, and they come all the way up. That's just so cool. Again, would have been nice if they named him like, let me think of something off the top of my head here real quick. Like Saber Pitty or something. I don't know. Is that dumb? Pitty Tooth. Pit Tooth. Pit Tooth actually sounds kind of good. It doesn't sound good at first, but I feel like the more you think about it, it's almost like a Greebles type name, like Pit Tooth. It's kind of like cute and short and sweet and concise. Everyone gets the gist. It's like, oh, Pitty and Tooth. Yeah, I get it. I get it. I don't know, guys. Let me know in the comment section below. What's a better name for this guy? Here we have Pam Wheeldarrow. She's trying to be as cool as him with her drumsticks, but get the hell out of here, says Pitstoposaurus. Also, because I was just feeling so crazy, I wanted to compare Tom Bay to him. They just kind of have similar colors and overall vibes. I kind of like Pit Tooth. I think that would have been a better name. Plus, also, he's got one tooth right there. You guys let me know in the comments below. What's a better name for him? Pitstoposaurus or Pit Tooth? Pit Tooth. Can barely even say Pitstoposaurus without fatiguing. Alright guys, yeah, so here he is with some of the other dinosaurs. We have the Westfalanapus, who I just reviewed. So amazing. I love both of them. But the Westfalanapus is just so well detailed and it's heavy. These all cost the same. Like, this costs the same as this. What are you getting more bang for your buck for? I think you're getting more bang for your buck with this. But you gotta get them all, though. You gotta get them all. It's also cool the Pitstoposaurus was not done as a mini racer, unlike the Westfalanapus and like every other dinosaur in existence. So it's nice that this is like our first look at him. And yeah, he looks good with Cave Mater. You guys let me know in the comments below, who is your favorite dinosaur that Mattel has done so far as a diecast? I guess that's not really too many, but you do have, you could say Cave McQueen. Westfalanapus is the correct answer. You could say the baby Quadrotorchosaur. I don't know, just tell me maybe who you're most looking forward to. We hopefully will be getting a full-scale Quadrotorchosaur soon. Hopefully a Clanchiosaurus maybe next year. Same thing with the Mechaterminatops. We obviously have the full plastic scale version of the Tyrannosaurus Rex. Hopefully they do the same for the Spinal Crankshaft Rex. And then yeah, here's the Westfalanapus. Alright guys, thanks as always for watching, and I will see you soon for another video. Bye now.